Okay, so here's the thing. Today we are going to be talking about a different line of fragrances than a lot of you guys are familiar with. I know you guys know clones, dupes, and inspireds, and I guess these fall into the category, but this house actually has made a whole brand and company behind being flat out honest and saying, hey, all of these are kind of more simplified quality inspirations of popular fragrances. And we decided to design our whole house behind mimicking fragrances that are very popular in the community. Can you guess what they are? Don't cheat. We'll be right back. All right, welcome to the Scent Bubble. I am your host for the evening. We are talking about the house of Dossier. Dossier. Some people say Dozier, some people say Dossier. I think it's Dossier. But yeah, so we're not going to, harp over the pronunciation. But these are fragrances that are inspirations of other fragrances. Take a look at this. The fragrance we're going to be talking about today is called Aquatic Lime. And we're going to do a whole series where we go through about 6 to 8 of these just to get people's minds around this. Because I know when I first started looking at clones, dupes, and inspireds, I saw a lot of marketing on my phone about this company. And so it was definitely in my consideration. I did not purchase these from the website because I know they have a whole membership and all these different holiday discounts and all this stuff. It's very confusing how it all works. But nonetheless, I found different gift sets in Walmart, and I think I found it in another location. And so I got these little 25 ounce, 7.5 mLs of like 8 to 10 of these Dossier fragrances. And we're going to be trying them because I want you guys to know if these are legitimate or not. So in the case of this one, the fragrance we're going to be smelling today is Aquatic Lime. These will probably be pretty quick episodes because it's pretty cut dry. Are these fragrances good? Do they clone well? Okay. Price right here, $30 for 50 ml. And I think this website has some sort of a deal where you can buy the fragrance. It will have a tester sent to you along with the 50 ml, and you can try it. And if you don't like the tester, you can send the actual 50 ml bottle back and get your money back. So I thought that was kind of cool. I'm not sure if that's still in place. Definitely check the About Me section or whatever to get that fixed. But Aquatic Lime here is supposed to be a clone of Aqua Di Gio, OG. Okay? And so what they kind of do here is say, okay, here's the original price of Aqua Di Gio, roughly $80. Here's our regular price. Here's our membership Dossier Plus price. And so, at max, it's about $30 for this particular iteration. Not all of these are equally priced. Sometimes it's based off popularity. I definitely wouldn't look at this star rating and say like, oh my gosh, it's 4.5 out of 5 from 674 reviews. I don't typically trust, branded websites for their rating system because they have full control over what ratings they keep, which ones they don't keep. And it's just very flaky. You're better off looking at like Amazon or other websites to see who have rated them, or to just go on YouTube and see individuals that have taken it a step further to actually tell you the accuracy of these fragrances. With that being said, again, Aqua Di Gio, we know that smell, marine aquatic, one of the most noticeable DNAs of all time. And we're going to see if their version of Aquatic Lime hits it. And on the bottle, it says top notes of bergamot, lime, and watermelon, middle notes of marine notes, jasmine, rosemary, base notes of cedarwood, oak moss, and vetiver. Real quick, just so you know, it's not even worth comparing here to Aqua Di Gio because look at this, guys. I mean, there is so much crap in Gio Armani. It's not even worth trying to identify all those notes. Does it smell like Gio Armani? I have a copy of it on me, so I can tell you very well. And I've been wearing Aqua Di Gio since I was like 13, so I have almost 20 years of experience wearing it. Aquatic Lime. Okay, so Another thing you got to understand is, in my experience messing with Dossier, smelling all the samples, I noticed some fragrances they knock out of the park and other fragrances are very much twists. They kind of have a more fresh, organic take on a lot of these fragrances. I don't know if they're using more organic ingredients or what. I don't know what the story is on this line. But long story short, with Aquatic Lime specifically, you definitely get Gio Armani, or at least the Aqua Di Gio Pour Homme. You get that fragrance. It's a little bit fresher. It's a little bit lighter, but the DNA is spot on, at least 90%, if not 10 out of 10 closeness. It feels, in terms of the ingredients, like this will sit on skin slightly lighter, more around the 6-hour mark. And I have tried this before, so I can testify to this. It's like 4 to 6 hours of longevity. Projection is nice just due to the fragrance. But yeah, I mean, it's not a bad price, guys. $30 for 50 ml to get close. Immediately, what I think in my mind in this specific case, though, with Aquatic Lime is Sacrat is such a viable clone. Now, it's of Profumo, not of Aqua Di Gio OG, but in a lot of ways, Profumo is a better fragrance than that. So I immediately think in my mind, well, if I can get 100 ml of a fragrance like Sacrat, there's also Profondo clones that are just as great that go for about $20, I believe, from Maison Alhambra. Don't quote me on that. But I immediately think in my mind, well, I could get, again, in this particular instance, there might be other examples of inspirations they did where you can't get a good clone of it. But in this case, I immediately think, okay, well, you can get a Profondo or Profumo 100 ml bottle for $20 as a clone, and it's going to smell good. Now, is this a good fragrance? Absolutely. So you might want to get the gift set that includes this with it so you can get a few more fragrances. I don't know. But as far as accuracy, it is about 85 to 90% close with a little bit lightness. It smells a little bit fresher. I think they nailed the DNA pretty easily, just for the fact that people have been trying to hit this DNA for a long time. We went over price. Aqua Di Gio is pretty simple, guys. It's one of the most versatile, freshy marine aquatics out there. It can go on anybody. So I'm just going to fly through this. $30, 50 ml. I have like a gift set version that's 7.5. Any season, any reason, any age group, any occasion, you could dress it up. You could dress it casual. You could dress it romantic. I truly think Aqua Di Gio can go for any situation, and it's going to smell great on anyone's skin. Male fragrance. How many sprays? I would say with a fragrance like Aquatic Lime, you're going to do 6 to 8, maybe even 6 to 10 if you're going to be outside. Similar to the actual Aqua Di Gio, which has a little bit more power, so I might stick around the 6 spray marker. But it's a good fragrance, guys. I would definitely recommend it if you're thinking about that option. Again, I wish I knew more about the story of the company and whatnot, but in this case, with a fragrance like Aqua Di Gio or Profondo, Profumo, whatever, I think, unfortunately, this isn't a great fragrance to have made for this line, simply because, you know, Profondo and Profumo clones exist that are absolute monsters that stay around that $20 price point. But if you don't know and you want to go with something more fancy and you like this company and you like the whole Dossier line, then this is absolutely going to be a very versatile addition to your collection. Let me know if you guys have any other questions. We're going to go through the line of several of these, but I think they did a really good job with the fragrance. I think it's fairly priced. I do think there are better options, but that doesn't take away. I mean, this does ride very close to the line of being absolutely a good consideration for you guys to add to your collection if you like Aqua Di Gio. Again, this is the Scent Bubble. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. We're dropping videos every single day, and I really appreciate you guys for all your interactions. Really blessed to have as many followers as I've had in such an early period of time, and the feedback has been absolutely stellar. You guys have a blessed rest of your night. This is the Scent Bubble signing off.